Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 11th episode of the 4th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, Amy had a sexual desires. Yes, she was interested, sexually aroused, whatever you want to call it, by Zach. Yes, it was Penny's date at the last episode, I believe, of season 3. Now, interestingly, you know, she was speaking to Sheldon. She was trying to diagnose actually what these problems were, and obviously they come to it that obviously she's got sexual desires, and basically following a conversation with Penny, Sheldon decided, look, he'd be able to actually solve Amy's solution. Do you know what I mean? And you know, all persons would think, you know, they're together, it'd be Sheldon that actually does this action, but no, I knew it, you know, from watching it and how Sheldon is and what we've seen so far, that his solution would be Zach. So he actually called Zach and went to meet them at the bar, and she went in and she shook his hand, and you know, she started getting all fuzzy feelings, but then obviously he started talking and she realised that she didn't really want to go as far with him as she'd thought, and you know, the contact of the handshake will subdue her urges as of right now. And her and Sheldon left. Now, interestingly, she tried to grab Sheldon's hand and hold it and walk home and see if that done anything to her as he was leaving, but no, it actually didn't work. So I'm interested to see what these actually do with their relationship. Are they ever going to progress further, or are they always going to stay in this stage where it's just kind of like two friends really just getting along? You know, I'm excited to find out. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Water demon.
Ice dragon.
Lesser warlord of Ka'a.
Infinite Sheldon.
Infinite Sheldon?
Yes, Infinite Sheldon defeats all other cards and does not violate the rule against homemade cards because I made it at work.
Hey.
Zach again.
Hey, your copy of Science Magazine was in my mailbox.
Oh, thanks.
Check it out. All about planets this month.
That's an atom.
Agree to disagree.
You and Zach again, huh?
Yeah, me and Zach again.
We here earlier?
Okay, we should go.
Not yet. I want to talk science with the science dudes. Now, I saw this great thing on the Discovery Channel. Turns out that if you kill a starfish, it'll just come back to life.
Was the starfish wearing boxer shorts? Because you might have been watching Nickelodeon.
Well, maybe we can do an experiment to find out.
That's easy enough. We'd need a large tank of water, a hoop to jump through, and a bucket of whatever bite-sized treats you find tasty.
Look at Sheldon laughing, he loves it.
Oh, I see. You guys are inferring that I'm stupid.
That's not correct. We were implying it.
You know, for a group of guys who claim they spent most of their lives being bullied, you can be real jerks.
You think Penny's right? Were we bullying Zach?
No, I know bullying. He left here unswirlied and his ass crack was underpants free.
No, I think we might owe the guy an apology.
Started it. We just piled on.
What would I even say?
Zach, I'm sorry you're stupid.
Well, I got a better idea. We're all responsible. I say we all go. Might get punched. You really want to miss that?
The thing is, though, right, it was, you could class it as bullying him, but it's also kind of playful banter, but it kind of was kind of like a dig at him, you know what I mean? It's like a personal dig. It wasn't like a generic, just a bit of comicalness that they usually do. But also, as well, I was thinking that it must be good or feel good for them, even though it should never be. Two wrongs don't make a right. So do you know what I mean? So just because somebody bullied you doesn't mean that you should be able to bully somebody else to make you feel good. But you know, being on the side of being bullied all of the time or being made fun of, you know what I mean? It must feel good to them that they can do it to somebody else and be on the other end of it. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. And I feel like we've seen that kind of situation before where Leonard's like, come on, let's go. And they all just sit there, carry on playing the games. And, you know, it's just him that goes, or he has to offer him something before they all get up.
Penny.
That was decent.
Listen, the stuff we were saying before, we were just kidding around. Hey, Sheldon, you look like a praying mantis.
That's very hurtful.
See?
I don't know. Still wasn't very nice. Want to come in and have a beer?
We're on our way to the comic book store.
I haven't been to a comic book store in literally a million years. Want to go with him?
No.
Okay, see you later.
What?
Hey.
You're ditching me to go look at comic books?
Milk good? Where do they keep the Archies?
In the bedrooms of 10-year-old girls where they belong.
You guys finally chip in for a bodyguard?
No, this is Zach. He's a friend of ours. Zach, this is Stuart. He owns the store.
Wow, lucky you.
Work 70 hours a week and average $1.65 an hour.
Sweet.
Is that sarcasm?
Indictment of the American education system.
We might have an opportunity to finally snare best group costume if we shore up our weak link, which is clearly Leonard as Superman.
Howard's mother in high-heeled boots?
Thinking specifically of the gentleman over there, moving his lips as he enjoys the latest exploits of Betty and Veronica.
You can't replace me with Zach.
Why not? Penny did it. How would you like to be Superman?
Sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Mate, it would actually be sick to be Superman. You know, he actually only kind of has one weakness, which is kryptonite, and it's pretty much highly unlikely that that's ever going to actually come into contact with you. The fact that he can fly around, shoot lasers, is like so strong. You know, he would be a good one. Reminds me of Homelander from, you know, from The Boys, which is a great show that we do post on the channel. But, you know, if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it actually be? That would be an interesting question for people, you know, to answer. I think flying is an actual real good one. I also think teleportation is good as well. You know, it's kind of similar to flying. It's whether you want to arrive at a location straight away. So if I could teleport from here to like America, for example, how good would that be? But then again, the funness of like flying around in the sky and going all about, that would also be great as well. So I think they're really good ones. And obviously, like, many people have way more better advanced thoughts and, you know, recommendations than me. So I'd be interested to see what everybody's superpower would be if you could choose one.
Be Aquaman.
I don't want to be Aquaman. He sucks. He sucks underwater. He sucks fish pee.
Hey, babe.
I'm still mad at you.
Well, you won't be when you hear the great news.
What great news.
We're going to a costume party at the comic book store on New Year's Eve, and you get to be Wonder Woman.
Why can't your girlfriend be Wonder Woman?
No, she and her lab team are under quarantine. Seems at the Christmas party they were doing Jell-O shots out of Petri dishes that used to contain yellow fever.
Okay, what about your friend Amy?
Amy Farrah Fowler doesn't believe in wearing costumes.
He says he'll wear it if you'll be Aquaman.
Pacing nervously.
You're jogging.
This is how the Flash paces.
Just chill out, Sheldon.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Aquaman sucks.
Look up in
Aquaman's
the sky.
costumes now is
It's a
decent.
bird. It's a plane. I forget the rest.
It's pretty good as well, actually. Yo, Penny looks good.
I'm sorry, but in what universe is Wonder Woman blonde?
I'm not wearing it. It looks stupid.
Come on, we're trying to win a contest here.
Forget it. I'm not wearing the wig.
Penny, there's no I in Justice League.
You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going.
You know what's funny is, like, that might be, Aquaman's costume at the time that they filmed this, but the Jason Momoa costume looks really good, actually. Like, he looks so much better than that one there. Penny does look really, really good. I'd like to see with black hair, really, to see if she can actually pull it off, because, you know, many people can't really pull off different colour hairs, but some people could just rock through all different cycles and still look great.
Babe, open up.
I'm not talking to you.
And who are you talking to? Babe?
Penny, 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 penny.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yes, the Flash is going
I'm the
fast.
Flash. I just knocked 30,000 times. You're afraid that costume makes you look fat.
No. Does it?
Wait, don't worry. Wonder Woman was an Amazon. And Amazons tend to be very beefy gals.
Makes you feel any better. When I was dating Penny, she used to flip out on me all the time.
Whoa, you dated Penny?
She didn't tell you?
She told me she dated a guy named Leonard. Who would have thought it was you?
I may have failed.
Okay, I guess we just go without a Wonder Woman.
Well, obviously, we're no longer a Justice League. We have no choice but to switch to our Muppet Baby costumes.
Leonard, you talk to Penny.
What makes you think I can convince her?
You got her to have sex with you. Obviously, your superpower is brainwashing.
Go away, Sheldon. Go away, Leonard.
Come on, let me just talk to you. And I tried to be friends with Zach, like you said, which, believe me, was difficult, given how you and me used to be, you know, you and me, and now you and him are you and him.
started seeing Zach again so I wouldn't be alone on New Year's Eve. You make a cute Green Arrow.
Green Lantern.
Like there's a difference.
There's a big difference.
There is a massive
Arrow.
difference.
Lantern.
Let's go to the party.
I guarantee you'll be the prettiest girl there.
Oh, damn.
And the award for best group costume goes to Justice League of America. Number 3. Have a speech. 6. Stop counting. This is my moment, dagnabbit.
Check it out. Those guys are breaking into that car. What should we do?
Call the
The
cops.
Justice League of America.
Look, I know our winter thermostat setting is 72 degrees, but I'm a little warm, so I'm gonna turn it down.
Good Lord, how you frustrate me, Leonard Ofsted!
Fine.
Thing is, though, right? Did you see it at the end there where people was breaking into the car, and obviously the insinuation was because they was a Justice League that they should go over and obviously stop the crime. But at the end of the day, though, like, you should never assert yourself in situations that could put harm to yourself, should you? You know, let's be honest. You know, if you're walking down the road and someone pulls a knife on you and says, like, give me your phone, give me, you know, like, your bracelet or whatever you watch, you just do it. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Like, although they're valuable things, they're also replaceable, and your life isn't. And should never really put yourself in a situation where you can obviously hurt yourself. And I understand that obviously doing the right thing would be to try and stop them, but, you know, it is at the end of the day not worth your life, is it, really, to try and save somebody's car or whatnot. Now, obviously calling the police and obviously getting somebody who's actually in law enforcement to do that, then that's different. You know what I mean? You could still do that from afar. So I think they actually made the right choice, to be honest, in turning away and walking back. But I feel like they did look good in their costumes, to be honest, as well. If you look at them, it seems like everybody was going dressed as the Justice League to that, you know, to the comic book store. And I'm not being biased because obviously we watch this show and they're the groups that we follow, but their costumes did actually look a lot better than the other guys. They had the proper costumes, and the other people was just looked like it's kind of like homemade. Plus, Penny as well looked like to be the only female Wonder Woman, which is obviously a big tick. They've actually ticked that box in it, so it's good that they won. I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see Sheldon's speech, but, you know, at least they won. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So, no Amy and no Bernadette. Actually, Bernadette was told to us that she was kind of in quarantine because they done an experiment and it didn't really go well and they got sick, and obviously they're doing some isolation. And Amy wasn't in the episode because she doesn't participate in costume, you know, kind of dressing up the way Sheldon and the group does. So at least to give an explanation. The thing I thought was interesting is the fact that, you know, with Amy, you know, last episode, she kind of had a connection with Zach. Well, she wanted to kind of date Zach, do you know what I mean? And then in today's episode, you go, boom, he's kind of dating Penny. And I feel like we've done that a few times before in this show, where we've had, like, one episode, somebody do something, the next episode, like, Penny might be dating him or something, and I'm like, that's just strange for the next episode. You know, you had last episode, Amy potentially courting him, do you know what I mean? Basically wanting to sleep with him. And then the straight next episode, Penny's dating him again. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, in today's episode, he played a good part of it. I enjoyed it. I thought he looked like good as Superman. I know the guys give some friendly banter at the start, and you could kind of perceive it as bullying, you know, in what he was saying. He was kind of picking on, he wasn't there, but, like, he was doing it in a friendly, kind of, not as harmful, like, malicious way. Do you know what I mean? And, they went over and apologised, and I like the fact that he decided to go to the comic book store, you know, when Penny said that she wasn't actually going to go, and he went with the guys anyway. Wanted to take part in it, got the costumes. Penny looked really good, to be honest. To be honest, Penny and him probably looked the best out of them all. I feel like all the suits that they all wear is kind of like oversized on them, like massively, you know, too big. But as a whole, and enjoyed the episode. I feel like it's kind of picked up in the last few, which has been really positive, and you know, I can't wait to see how obviously the season concludes. So obviously I did raise a question earlier on in the episode: if you was to have a superpower, you could select anyone in the entire world, what would you actually pick? And I'm excited, obviously, if you've not left it in the comments yet, to do that so I can read it. Really interested to see all you guys' opinions. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.